Well, isn't this a sight to see? We've got blankets, we've got knee pillows, we've got pillows, we've got more pillows, we've got tissues. Somebody slept here for the majority of the night. In fact, 2 people slept here for the majority of the night. It was a wild evening yesterday, to say the least. I mean, we went to the hospital to have Ellie checked. Tommy suddenly, very suddenly broke out in a fever. And so that meant our evening, our sleep time, was even crazier. Tommy took my spot in the bed last night and slept there for a few hours. And I slept here on the couch because I didn't want to encroach on Tommy nor Ellie's space. And Tommy didn't last very long. He was up quite most of the night, not feeling too well. And he ended up coming out here with me. So I slept on this side, he slept on that side. And we were up, at 2, 3, 4 in the morning, sucking his nose, giving him medicine, making sure that he was all good. So today...
Here's our bedroom. Remnants.
Oh, the aftermath. On the bright side, I think everyone is actually feeling a little bit better today. Tommy, let's see, doesn't feel near as warm as he did yesterday. But either way, we're gonna take the precautions necessary to make sure that everyone is doing well. Speaking of making sure everyone is doing well, Ellie, considering yesterday you were going through pretty much a constant contraction, how are you feeling today?
Oh, so much better today.
Oh, that's good.
I'm still glad we went in. Pretty much, I'm just like dehydrated.
This is the nose Frida. This is a tool that we use to help relieve some of the gunk from Tommy's nose, and we've used it for years and we like it a lot. It does a good job and doesn't seem to bother the kids too much. In fact, Tommy is asking me, he's like, will you suck my nose?
Yeah, I know I'm sick.
Yeah, he's not feeling too well. So I want to show you what it's like. Based on his normal reaction, it makes me wonder if he actually wants me to do this, but he's the one who's asking for this. So, do you want me to suck your nose? Okay, are you ready? Okay. There you go, good job. The other side. Does that feel better?
I'm still sick.
Oh, I know, it's not gonna make you feel instantly better. Does your nose feel better though? Feels a little better. Oh, I'm not gonna show you too close because it's disgusting, but basically there's a filter in here that prevents anything from coming up into the mouthpiece, which is a very good thing because that would be disgusting. It works pretty good, don't you think?
Yeah.
So that's good because some kids have a hard time blowing their nose. Jackson and Calvin took to blowing their nose really, really easy. They picked it up really quick. Tommy took a lot longer, so we got the nose Frida to help with that. And babies get congested sometimes, and so relieving that because they're not able to blow their nose helps a lot.
Dad leaves for 2 seconds and you think you rule the house. He's helping Tommy get juice, and then I'm like, well, where did Penny go? And then she's over here acting like I shunned her. Penny girl, why are you in there? It has been so long since Jared and I have done a budget. It has been a hot minute. I bought this binder. It's literally called Believe in Your Dreams. I just found it at Costco years and years and years ago. This is what I have used as a budget in the past. I don't like to do it online. I have to do it on paper. That is the most efficient way I have been able to see and save. Like it's been tried and true for me. And we built our house, so much was going out. It was just like chaotic. And I'm like, okay, we're in our house. I'm feeling settled. We're having a baby. I should have been doing this a long time ago, but I have been a slacker where it's the most simple thing. All I do is I write down what I think we're gonna make, everything that we have to pay for, and then at the end, what my goal would be to save, where the money is going, and then at the end, I write what we actually made, what we actually saved. To me, it's really basic. It's nothing special, nothing fancy, but it's just enough for me to see on paper, this is what I have allotted to spend. Sometimes we go over, but whenever I've done it on paper, we've always been really good to stick to what I say we're gonna stick to.
And with the new year coming up, it is the perfect time for us to be that consistent every month, let's do this type of thing. You don't have to wait for the new year to start a new goal, but it is a good opportunity for you to have like benchmarks and measurements so you know, I started this on the new year.
Okay, enough about budget. Literally, it's just like the most basic thing. It's like what my mom did all growing up. We have two things to talk about. My allergy test, my food allergy test came back. We did blood work for 97 foods. And my doctor is going to call in like 30 minutes to talk about my blood work. We did 8 vials of blood work. I want to rule out a lot of autoimmune disorders, why my eyes are hurting so bad, and then why I'm getting migraines. So hopefully that'll give me a few answers. But when I did this food allergy test, I feel deep down in my soul that my migraines are not coming from food. That's just my opinion, and that's just how I feel. Out of 97 foods, spices, dairy, wheat,
things that commonly
all
are
the
eaten.
things. Like, I had like broccoli, just like tons of normal foods that people eat. 3 foods came back with a sensitivity to. One would be cow's milk.
Ooh.
It says it is a moderate reactivity to it. I don't just like drink a cup of milk, but like I'll eat ice cream. I like to dip Oreos in milk. So yeah, I do milk. I could cut that out.
Occasionally cereal, right?
Yes. The next one is a mild reactivity, and it's mozzarella cheese.
Another dairy.
And I eat a lot of mozzarella cheese.
Yeah.
That's actually my favorite cheese. So I'm going to cut, I'm not going to eat mozzarella cheese right now.
Ellie, it's telling you not to.
And the third, which is a mild reactivity, would be yogurt. And I used to eat yogurt every morning for breakfast. I have stopped eating yogurt for the last 3 months because I was told to cut yogurt out of my diet. So already I'm not doing yogurt anymore. I'm not going to do mozzarella anymore, and I'm going to not drink cow's milk. But those are the 3 things that I had a sensitivity to, and it wasn't even like a severe one, which is great. But even so, I will be more aware of these. And will I cut them out forever? I don't know, but I'm going to cut them out for now and continue to see how I'm doing. I was pleasantly surprised that I didn't have a ton of, like, why isn't sugar on there? You know, like everyone has.
Yeah, and I think they have another test that goes over like 300 types of foods. It just costs more. So if we want to explore a little bit further, but these are like 96 or 97 of the most common like food sensitivities. Like if you're sensitive to anything, it's probably on this list, but if you want to dive a little bit deeper, you can do the other test. And we may do that in the future, especially considering how the blood results come back. If everything comes back well, we'll explore that a little bit further.
Jared and I have been trying our hardest the last few months. I think this is the healthiest pregnancy I have had, to be honest, but I've also felt the worst.
Inverse.
But it is the healthiest I've eaten, and so yeah, now I am waiting for my blood results to come back. I'm really anxious for that, and I'm really hopeful that we'll get to the bottom of some things. Hi!
Okay, I sent you over the blood work. Do not lose your mind. Freak out.
I already am!
You would be a great candidate for us for sure. There's no questions about it. You have a ton going on. I'm going to explain all the blood work. We're going to get this retested. You're probably 4 weeks after your baby.
Yeah.
But there is so much stuff going on with you, like so much stuff. So the good news is that we can correct it all and improve it all. But the bad news is you've lived like this for who knows how long, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to kind of go through step by step. You have it pulled up?
Yep. Nope, I don't.
We understand you're having these massive headaches and problems that nobody can figure out. So headaches can be derived by a lot of things. 1 is hormonal dysfunction. 2 will be cortisol dysfunction, which is your stress hormone. And then 3, blood sugar imbalances. 4, your liver not detoxifying properly. 5, food intolerances and chemical. You literally, after this blood work, probably have every single one of them without question.
Yeah.
So you have like the worst of all the worlds here. You're not crazy, you're not lazy. Like there's tons of stuff that that we can help you with, and there's lots of imbalances that need to be under control in order to feel better, right? First one is your blood sugar levels. So you'll definitely have what's called the reactive hypoglycemia. A common cause for albumin to be low is due to what's called intestinal permeability. Have you heard of that? Great, but dude, what's the mechanism driving the anemia to begin with, right? Like driving the low iron to begin with.
Yeah.
And that would be like your intestinal tract is clearly not absorbing nutrients properly. We got to calm down the inflammation as best as we can. Yours is at 11. It's literally like almost 4 times the amount of what it should be. Like that's really, really high. And with your age, this is where like I think I'm concerned there's an underlying autoimmune problem on top of that. Looking at these labs, you definitely have so many different imbalances and some like significant underlying issues that aren't ever being addressed. And diet can definitely help. Don't get me wrong. We're gonna do diet.
Yeah.
Which is not fun. Like a little neurological exam, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yep, you betcha.
I knew it. I knew it. Okay, as I was talking to him, I was like, okay, I had like this like breakdown a few years ago where I was literally like, I'm not well. And I found this functional medicine doctor that really helped me. I really loved him. I think between then and now, life just has gone by. I just never really fully dived into it as much as I should have. It's interesting. I was looking last night because I was like, my doctor, when I was a teenager, I was on antibiotics for over a year.
Jeez.
Because I had acne. Do you know how awful that is for your body?
I didn't know.
Like, that's awful for your body. And I'm just like, I am so dang sick of, it's like, He was like, okay, I'm warning you. I am not shocked because I figured that this is what it was. He said my thyroid is all over the place. He goes, I don't even want to address it until you have your baby. My iron is low. I've always known it's low, but I'm taking good iron, but I'm not absorbing everything I'm taking. I just think it's everything in my body is just so off, and it's been off for so long. And he even says, I think this is all stemmed from an underlying autoimmune disorder, and we just need to figure that out. And that's my next step. Blood work for autoimmune disorder, have my baby, and then redo my blood work, and then get to work on healing my body. So that's a good goal. I feel like I can do that. I can do that.
How did you feel when he said that your blood work was wild, was off the charts, was as bad as he's ever seen it?
I was excited. He's like, oh, I know this is a lot. I'm like, no, it's not. This is great. I've known this. He said, who comes into my office? Sick people. Your levels are lower than those sick people. Like, and these sick people are much older than you. I've known something's been off. I've known it for 5 years. And I am a little overwhelmed with myself. This is me gaslighting myself because I have tried. I have gone to doctors. I have tried. I thought a neurologist would help. They gave me medicine, and then it shot my blood, my levels low, and they're like, I think it's okay. I've been a mess, and I've been waiting to find this type of doctor, and it was actually one of you, our awesome viewers, who sent him to me. So thank you. Thank you for watching, and thank you for helping me.
I think that's so crazy.
Granted, I'm pregnant. We know that it can be up and down.
I feel bad for saying this, but it's like at the same time, it's like you've known your body has not been doing well, but now you have like that proof.
This gives me a pep in my step.
Yeah.
It does. It's like I have goals, and I'm gonna be a healthy, active mom. I look put together. I don't know if we're gonna keep the part of what I had said, but it's like, I think people, and when I say people, the only people I interact with is like, like neighbors, or when I go to church, or it's like, they see me and I look ready, and they're like, oh, you're doing good today. And I don't address it. I'm just like, My good days are half. I have half my energy on good days. And it's not because I'm pregnant right now. Yes, I'm tired because I'm pregnant, but it's been like this since before. That's why I'm just so adamant on fixing things moving forward, because I know how bad it's gonna get after I have a baby and my body depletes and shuts down. And I don't want that to happen again. So I feel very happy and confident that I'm going to have a baby and I'm going to recover well because I'm going to have people hovering over me, helping me. And it's taken a while to find him. And I'm so excited for that.
Good.
That's good.
Yeah.
When he goes, if you look at your blood work, you're a sick person.
How'd that make you feel?
Validated.
I'm so glad that the results came back bad. It's such a weird thing to say, but it's like in this situation, it's like, thank goodness there's something there to address.
So this year, I'm going to bring you along with me as we try and see how I look and feel right now in January. And we're going to look back in 1 year and see how I feel. This is going to be a growth year. I have had tons of years that you guys have watched us film, and we've done fun things where we've traveled and we've gone on cruises and we've had babies and we've done fun things with friends, but like I have to slow down and I have to heal my body, and I've already done 2 years of trying. So we're gonna really, really try this year to be healthier. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in our next video.